Gonna put so welcome to the call, guys. My name is Scottie Rapp. I'm an ambassador leader here with iGenius, right? I'm also the vice president of a brand called Reigning Legacy, right? Which is we're a community advocacy network. We do a lot of volunteer work and we really advocate for people in our communities that are struggling. Okay, that's number one. So welcome to the call. It's a Saturday night. We have 16 individuals on this call, and I am super excited to show you guys how to get to the next level. If you're ready to really apply the information I'm about to teach on, I highly suggest you go to your get your notebook out and take notes on this information because this information is really going to help you really elevate and speed up your process. Okay, our goal from this training is okay, you're probably still going to get to where you're going to go, but my goal is to make sure that we speed up the process. Okay, because I don't know if you guys ever heard this saying, but it goes like this, right? Success loves speed, right? So we can sit here all day and talk about where we're going to be in 18 months, but if we don't apply the pressure to actually get there, then it's probably going to take a little longer than what we like. Okay, and let's be honest, do we want to hit 10K a month in the next 90 days? Or do we want to hit 10K a month in the next 9 months, 9 years, 2 years? It can take as long as you want it to take, right? So I'm here to give you guys the blueprint on really how to do this thing, really how to master your network and level up quickly. So before I get into the training, please drop your rank, even if you're unranked. There's a no judgment zone. I want to kind of see where everybody's at in the business. Go in the chat. Let me know where you guys are ranked at. If you guys are a rank, if you're trying to hit your first rank, maybe you're trying to hit influencer, maybe you're trying to hit executive, maybe you're trying to hit ambassador, maybe you're trying to hit global ambassador, right? The goal from tonight global ambassador or global executive, influencer, whatever you decide to be, what I'm going to say is your rank is determined by what you do. Literally, your rank is completely determined by what you do. So, shout out to everyone on the call. Okay, we have a lot of unranked individuals, people that are trying to hit influencer. So, I'm going to be identifying with you guys platinum executives, in and out of executive, should hit global executive. Right. So, these are all good things that are relevant to what we're talking about. Right. So I'm gonna show you guys exactly the blueprint that not I came up with. This is a blueprint that is very relevant to just the industry, right? So, right, and we're gonna talk about results right now. So welcome to the blueprint. The first thing I want to put in perspective for you guys is this, right? Come into the business, yes, we're going to talk about the blueprint. The blueprint is going to go something like this. And I'm going to get into these slides in a minute. But the blueprint, there's 3 steps to the blueprint. Okay. Education, right? Results, and then exposure. And I'm going to get into all of them individually in a second. But the first thing I want you guys to really understand is like, where exactly do you want to be in this business? And I feel like a lot of people come into this business, they kind of wing it and they kind of just see what could happen, where they could be, and they kind of pick a rank that they think they can obtain, where in reality you can obtain any rank on this comp plan that you desire if you have the right blueprint, right? So knowing what you want will allow you to narrow your focus, right, and make your goal obtainable, right? We want to have goals, we want to have high ambitions, but we also want them to be obtainable. So step 1 to making them obtainable is figuring out where you want to be on the comp plan, right? And how fast do you want to achieve this? Are you comfortable getting to global executive in the next 8 months? Are you okay with it taking that long? Or would you rather it happen in 60 days? Or would you rather it happen in 30 days? Right? Because we've had 2 people hit global executive in 30 days in Reigning Legacy. Okay. And then I also want you guys to understand that you don't want to be super hard on yourself. All right. Mistakes are literally a part of the process. You're going to make mistakes along the process. But first and foremost, I just threw the comp plan up there. I'm not going to be talking about the comp plan all night. But I want you guys, maybe some of you never seen the comp plan. Maybe you never seen the bonus plan, the career plan. I want you guys to look at it, screenshot it, visualize where you want to be and how long you want it to take you, right? And we're going to go through the step-by-step instructions on how to literally come in this business and start developing the leadership skills and the principles to level up. And I'm going to talk a lot about principle tonight because I feel like, sometimes when you come into this business, it may seem or feel like we're just telling you to go recruit, but that's not the case, right? Matter of fact, it doesn't matter if you recruit or not, right? Because every top leader in this company knows, and every experienced individual in the networking field knows that you can never rely on others to recruit to get you to where you want to be. So yes, tonight we're going to be talking about recruiting, but I also want you guys to understand the basic principles of what it's going to cost you to level up and kind of what your daily agenda should really be looking like, right? So like I said, step one is, as a leader who's looking to build a team, you have to be the most educated, right? And when I say you have to be the most educated, you have to take your education very, very serious. And sometimes, we see other people hitting ranks. We want to get those results, but we don't understand how much time they're really spending in their university, how many live sessions they really been on, how many signals that they're really taking, and how often they're actually plugging in to the education. So the first thing you want to focus on, guys, and not to mention, we do our best to make sure that all these resources are available to you weekly. So when I say education, what I'm referring to is you have to learn the basics, okay? You have to learn the basics. So where can you learn the basics? You can learn the basics in your back office, honestly, but we also do basics trainings. So what does that mean for the individual that's not ranked or an influencer? That means you have to be on Zoom calls. Okay. When you see that we're running a basics training on how to get educated on Forex or crypto, or one of these trainings, we pick different topics every week. You have to understand that you have to make those trainings because you're going to be teaching this to the team that you're building. So if you're not getting educated, if you don't understand what a PIP is, what a lot size is, what proper risk management is, then you're not going to be able to duplicate that to your team. So it starts with the basics, guys. It starts with getting on basic trainings, staying in your university, and not just running through the information, but actually taking it in and understanding it. Okay. There's a difference between knowing the information, reading the information, and then understanding it to a point where you can now teach it. And that's where you kind of have to put yourself. You have to understand it so much that when you enroll somebody and they ask you, you can educate them, right? You're now educating the people, and you're going to come across this situation a lot. You're going to start educating people that aren't even on your team yet. And that's where your breakthrough from unranked and being an influencer or an executive is going to come from. People are going to rock with you because you're educated. He knows what he's talking about. I asked him a question about this and that. The way, it wasn't even the fact that he answered the question, it was just how he answered it. I could tell he's educated. Okay. So education. Now you have to understand, these are the three first steps of becoming educated. So you have to understand the basics, right? You have to understand proper risk management. I don't care how much money you make trading your first week in the business. If you don't know how to use proper risk management, you might make 5 racks your first month, but because you don't know how you made it, you're going to go right back to a blown account. You're going to blow your account because you don't understand proper risk management because you didn't take the time to educate yourself on proper risk management. We hosted a proper risk management training on Tuesday and you missed it because you decided to go out. Well, now I'm missing a piece when it comes to the principles. And these are the principles that you can't skip on. You might be able to skip out on other things, but you can't skip out on the principles because they're principles. Okay. So you're getting educated, you're getting in the on the basics calls, you're in your university, right? And now you're coming up with an investing plan, right? I would like to hit diamond by 3-5 months. That's awesome. I'm gonna check the chat periodically, but I'm gonna just continue to speak, right? So basics, proper risk management, and now you're having an investment plan. So now you're taking a certain amount of trades every week. You're not over leveraging, and you're becoming profitable, and you're making withdrawals. Okay. So instead of being a master depositor, now I'm a master withdrawer. Every Friday, I make a withdrawal out of my trading account. Why? Because I'm following the principles of education, right? I'm educating myself. So those are the 3 steps. You're going to be teaching this to your team. Constantly improve your awareness of the education. Sometimes you're going to go through certain pieces of the university and you're going to understand it one way. And then when you rewatch it, something else is going to click and you're going to understand it a better way. So always, improving your awareness on the education. Education plus awareness is going to get you results. And then, like I was speaking on before, people need to see you as valuable, right? People have to look at your social media. They have to get on a phone call with you. They have to know and feel that you're educated, right? Because now that you're educated, you're assuming the role of an educator. So in order for you to hit your first rank, you have to assume the role of an educator, okay? You're a distributor now. You're educating people. This is what we're doing. We're educating the masses on financial literacy, financial independence, and we're assuming that role because that's what's attractive, right? So step 2, let me get into step 2. Type a 111 in the chat if that makes sense, okay? Very simple, guys. The basics of investing is the basics, guys. The basics. Shout out to everyone on this call, man. I love you guys, man. We're about to run it up, right? I'm just here to give the blueprint. I'm here to help you guys level up. That's what I'm here for, right? So, step 1, education. Step 2 of the principle is the second principle, right? This is the second principle. The second principle is that you have to have what's called duplicatable results, right? You can't just get results. You have to get duplicatable results. Now, what does this mean? What does duplicatable mean, right? Duplicatable results are results that anybody can get, not the smartest person, not the person who hit diamond executive in 30 days, right? Not the pretty person over here whose social media is popping, right? Not this person who is running it up with their trading account, right? With their binary option signals and whatnot, right? For anybody can get the results that you're getting, right? So when someone as maybe they don't, the information doesn't click for them, the information has to be duplicatable, the results have to be duplicatable. So in iGenius, I think the 3 simplest ways to get duplicatable results is literally, one, I have to put it, is Crypto Elite. Why is that duplicatable? Because it's automated. You don't have to do anything. The system works for us. So we're blessed, right? We're blessed that we can use technology to get results hands-free. So Crypto Elite, if you're not on an elite package, you should probably get on an elite package so you have, yeah, that too. You can add shares of InvestView, any type of investment. I put NDAO. NDAO was number 2 on my list because why? Because you're getting an instant return. So, hey, I purchased NDAO, right, through iGenius, and I went into instant profit because that's how it's set up, right? So now I have results. I have something I can talk about. I'm educated and I have results, bro. I'm educated and I have results, right? End out to the moon. Now, I put this on here, but this can change at any time. I think the most duplicatable Forex channel that we have is the IOTA channel. Let's be honest. every TP1 damn near gets hit. 90% of TP1s get hit. So if you enroll new members and you're getting them in IOTA channel trades, almost 90% of the trades are hitting TP1. So go above and beyond and make sure that they get results and turn them into a believer right away, right? This is how you build off the principles of hitting your first rank. That's the education and is results. The first two are very important because if you don't apply those two principles and you start talking about hitting ranks, they think you're just recruiting. They think you're just recruiting. And that's not what we want, right? That's how people go inactive. They think we're just recruiting. Well, little do they know, every week we run trainings on how to trade, MetaTrader 4 trainings. I think we do a pretty good job of being investing oriented, right? So now that we got that out of the way, now that we got the basics and we got results out of the way, right? Now we're going to talk about the action steps, right? Exposure. Now, this is where it's going to start making sense for you guys. We covered the first two principles. Now I got to talk to you, right? Now I got to talk to you. So step 3, guys, is exposure. You're trying to hit your next rank. You got to expose people. Now, sometimes we just post on social media and we think that that's enough. It's not enough. We have to expose people, family. So, and trust me, exposure, which I'm going to get through down here, we don't care about yes or no's. We're not going into exposing people worried about even thinking about the yes or the no. We're not, it's not even relevant to the exposure. Okay. So you're going to start exposing 10 people a day minimum. Now, listen, I'm talking to my people that want to go global executive in the next 30 days. I'm talking to you. Okay. Now, if you don't want to expose 10 people a day, your 60-day ambassador run is not going to work. It's not going to work. Your 90-day platinum ambassador run, your global executive run in 2 weeks, 30 days is not going to happen, right? Because the principle says, in order for this to happen as fast as I want it to happen in this time frame, I have to expose at least 10 people a day. And I don't care if they say yes or no. I'm not even worried about that. It's not even on my radar. Your job is to expose them, not to get a yes or no. Your job is to expose them. I'm going to get to the yes or no in a minute. Okay. So what does it mean to expose someone? Exposure to the business means that you're sharing the information unconditionally. Okay. We're not looking for a yes or a no. Okay. We're not looking for a yes or a no. Literally, we're not looking for a yes or a no. We're sharing the information. So what do I mean by that? Right? You're going to get them on an op call, which we run every day, except typically we don't run them on Friday, Saturday, and sometimes Sunday. We don't run op calls. But in our schedule, the one that I create, I make sure that Monday through Thursday, there's more than one op call running a week. Okay. Because on the regular schedule, there's only 2 of them. So I make sure we run an op call every day, even if I have to step up and there's 3 people that show up, it's still going to be on the schedule. So you're going to get them on an op call, or you're going to schedule a 3-way call with your mentor. That's how you're going to expose them. Okay. Or I didn't put this on the PowerPoint. You're either going to do those 2 things, right? Those are the first lines that you want to, those are the first things that you want to think of: op call or 3-way call. And then what you're going to do, if that doesn't work, you send them the 7-minute YouTube video, right? You send them the little 7-minute YouTube video, or you send them to whatisigenius.com, right? And you're exposing them now. Now they're getting exposed to the information. Your job is to get their eyes on a screen. Now, I'm going to get into edification in a minute, but your job is to get their eyes on a screen. Now, don't just send or invite them to the webinar, or don't just tell them to watch the video. The reason that you feel like you're showing people about iGenius, but they're not signing up is because you're not edifying it enough. You're just sending them the video and telling them to check it out. You're not edifying it enough. Okay? So I'm gonna be honest, the edification piece is the magic that happens. There's different components to the transfer of the information. You're gonna present it, you're gonna send it and deliver it, and then they're gonna watch it. Now, the effectiveness of how this happens depends on how well you edify the information. I don't care if it's the dumb little 7-minute video, YouTube video, iGenius one that we have. I don't even care if it's that one. You are going to talk about it like it's the best 7-minute video in the world. You understand what I'm saying? You guys get what I'm saying? It's not about you sending the video. It's about how important you make the video seem. You have to get them excited about the video. Yo, bro, I'm about to send you a 7-minute video, bro. Like, this is going to go over everything that I want to tell you, but the video is going to explain it way better. This video, literally, it's only 7 minutes. It has a potential to make you a 7-figure income in our business. See the difference? And I'm just practicing, right? Depends on who I'm talking to, but it's your tonality and it's how you talk about the video. So yeah, I'm gonna send you the 7-minute video, bro. I need you to put your headphones in. Matter of fact, what are you doing tonight? This is what I tell people. I tell them like this, yo, bro, what are you doing for the next half hour? They go, nothing. I'm in my room. All right, perfect, bro. I need you to put your headphones in. I always tell them that. I need you to put your headphones in, and I need you to take notes on this 7-minute video that I'm about to send you because it's life-changing. Literally. I don't care. You're not edifying it enough. They watch the video, they're turned off. It's not because the video sucked, it's because you didn't edify it enough. That's what it comes down to. So you can make a horrible 7-minute video. You could close someone off the 7-minute video depending on how you edify it. So you got to start to learn how to talk highly about the opportunity. You got to learn how to talk highly about your mentor, and you have to make it seem like the most important thing in the world, right? You have to have a high regard, right? You have to have a high regard, and you have to make it seem exclusive, okay? And you have to make it seem urgent, okay? Exclusive, urgent, and you have to have a high regard. Next, leverage, right? Now, I'm going to talk to my people that who's drawn on the screen? I'm going to talk to my people really quick who have not hit a rank yet, right? Now, for my people who have not hit a rank, this is what you have to do, and this is what you don't have to do, okay? My people who haven't hit influencer yet, you don't need to learn how to close. You don't even need to really understand how to present the business yet, even though we're training you on that. All you have to do is learn how to edify and leverage. Edify and leverage. If there's anything that you get out of this call, guys, I want you to understand that the two skills that pay you in the beginning is edify and leverage. It's all you need to learn how to do. You don't have to know how to close. You don't even really have to know what you're talking about. You have to edify and leverage, right? So I might not know everything about the business, but I know enough to talk highly about it. I'm excited about it. I want to up it, right? Up my frequency so the person I'm presenting to, they feel that. Right? So leverage. Next thing is leverage. So you're going to leverage what? You're going to leverage the system, which is, in this regard, I'm talking about the op calls, right? You're going to leverage your mentor, and you're going to leverage the results of the team. Literally. Okay. These are the three things that you're going to leverage. Okay. Um, Less explaining, more inviting. Okay. I put that down there. We're not here. You get someone that's interested. You want to tell them all about the products and InvestView and these things that we have going on, but you're doing too much explaining. You need to leverage the system. So if you know there's an op call at 9 and you have someone on your line asking you a bunch of questions that hasn't seen the information yet, they haven't been on an op call or they haven't seen any videos, you need to be in a rush and you need to invite them to the webinar because you're leveraging. Leveraging means that you're doing less work and you're putting the workload on that. You're putting the workload on the system, on the mentor, okay? On the team, on the presenter. Let them do the explaining. I just have to edify and I have to leverage that. Okay? It's the principle. Now, you might not make 6 figures doing this, but one of your mentors does. Someone in the chat does. Someone that you could potentially be doing 3-way calls, they do, right? So now what I want to talk about, I hope I'm making sense. Drop a 111 in the chat, guys. If you have any questions, I don't really want to get into questions right now, but if you do have a question, ask it. I'll answer it. If you have a question, you can ask it. I'll answer it. Okay. Let me minimize the chat really quick. All right. So now what we're gonna get into, and like I said, you don't have to be on the call if you don't want to rank up. Honestly, it's no pressure. I'm here for the individuals. I network a lot naturally. So, and I'm good at it. So I like to teach on it because it doesn't matter what you know, it matters what you can teach, and if I can help you guys understand the principles of how we're having success in network marketing and you can apply it, I want you to win with it. So that's pretty much what it comes down to. 3 principles. You're going to get educated, you're going to get results, and you're going to expose people. And the way you're going to expose people is you're going to edify and you're going to leverage and you're going to master those things. Okay. Now, rank versus responsibility. And rank and responsibility is the next thing I want to talk about. These are kind of 2 topics. It's the topic that this is for my people that maybe you're influencer, maybe you're an executive, right? Or maybe you're on your way to platinum executive. What are some of the things that you should be doing as someone who hit their first rank? Now I have a team of 3-4 people and I want to keep it going, but I don't really know the strategy. I don't really know what I should be doing. My mentor, I'm not learning. Let me not say that, but maybe it's just a lack of awareness that you have. Maybe it's not even your fault. You don't know what the next step is. Well, that's why we're on this training. Maybe you're an influencer. Maybe you're an executive right now and you feel stuck. You feel like you can't get to the next rank. Well, here's the solution. Okay. And this is pretty much the solution. Your rank and leveling up literally comes down to your phone work, right? Now, what do I mean by phone work? A lot of the times we hit ranks, especially when we're early in our career, we enroll a few people, right? They come in our business and we never call them. We never call them. And check this out. If we do call them, we're talking about the wrong things, right? So in the beginning, when you're an influencer or an executive, you're doing phone work. Now, this is your daily agenda. Getting results, getting educated, exposing 10 people a day. And now once you hit your rank, now you are doing phone work. So every single day, you're calling your team. It's called accountability. If they don't like that, they'll find their own way. But this is how you build accountability and this is how you build structure. All right. So phone work. Now, the reason you get on the phone with them is because we're not telling them to recruit. We're not bringing up the topic. And we're not talking about trading just yet. The point of the phone call is to make sure that you understand who they are, right? And you start to build a good relationship with them. right? So people want to know that you care before they even want to do business with you or they'll even listen to you. So start to cultivate good relationships, figure out what they do for work, right? You might ask them, hey, bro, why didn't you get in that trade? Why didn't you get in that trade? That trade hit 100 pips profit. And they're going to tell you, little in their mind, they just got home from work, working overtime. They got off at 12 a.m., but you didn't know that. So the way you asked the question, it was offensive to them because you didn't understand the relationship part. Now they're like, did I get in a trade? No, bro. I've been literally, I literally been at work for 14 hours. And that's why we avoid trading and we avoid the recruiting topic. So another thing is you're gonna call them, you're gonna talk about relationships, right? And then the next thing, guys, is you're not gonna text your people. Okay. Enough with the texting. If you're an executive or an influencer or a platinum exec, you need to stop texting. Maybe once or twice a week, you type up something nice with instructions on, like, a blueprint, and you send it to them. But if I ask you, did you talk to your people today? And you say, yeah, I talked to them, but it was just a few text messages, it doesn't count. It's not going to get the job done, right? You got to call your people. And I want you guys to put that in perspective, right? These are the principles. These are the principles of leveling up and hitting your rank. Well, what works better? You texting an individual or the hour-long FaceTime, the hour-long phone call? Which one works better, right? So, what does a phone call consist of? Right? The relationship is get to know the individual. You want to learn about their occupation. You want to understand, what's going on in their family, right? And then you're gonna help them get results, right? So understand why they're grinding in this business in the first place. Why are they even here in the first place? What's their why? And then you're gonna help them make an action plan. So when it comes down to that, you're just pointing them in the right direction, right? You're pointing them in the right direction. We have a team schedule. We have good support in the chats. If you need to set up your services, here's the system.training. Here's a video. Here's the training schedule. Plug in, right? And follow what's working for other people, and you're going to help them cultivate a game plan, right? Now, um, this is kind of the next slide, right? This is for executives and up. This is now your responsibility. All right. So once you hit executive, you don't stop doing the things that got you to executive. So you're still getting educated, you're still getting results, and you're still exposing 10 people a day. Because this is how you have to move, right? And this is how I move. You have to expect that everyone is going to quit anyway. Everyone on the team, it's not that we're being negative, it's just that you have to expect them to quit because I'm moving like that. I'm already moving like you're going to quit. So it doesn't really matter what you do because I'm talking to so many other people because I have a awareness of the fact that, not that I'm saying you're going to quit, but you could quit and I'm not going to be surprised. So the solution to that is I always have new blood coming into my business because that's how I operate, right? I move through people and I let them weed themselves out. So when you hit executive, you're adding another action, right? So you're still exposing 10 people a day, you're still edifying and leveraging, but now it's one more step. Okay? It's one more step, which is you have to start providing more value to your team. Okay, now that you're an executive or platinum exec, global exec, still applies. You have to apply more value, right? So if one of your leaders or your mentees maybe misses a training and they're kind of upset about it because they wanted to be there, you're going to go above and beyond to make sure that they understood what was missed. Now, I might be saying things and you're like, oh my gosh, it's a lot of work. Like, it's a lot of work. I'm going to be honest. you're not going to feel like you're getting paid what you're worth at first. You're going to do all these things, and then you're going to get $100 executive check, and you're going to be like, this isn't making sense. This isn't making sense. Literally. You're going to feel like that. Now, this is what I want to know. If you're willing to be underpaid and overworked until you are overpaid and underworked, drop a 333 in the chat. I really want to hold you guys accountable. Now, in this business, you're going to have to be comfortable with being overworked and underpaid for a little bit, right? You're going to have to be underpaid for a little bit. You're going to feel like you're always working and it's not making sense. The money's coming into my Skrill or my CoinZoo. I'm getting paid, but it's just compared to what I'm doing, it's not it. I'd rather go work a job. You're going to feel like that, right? So you have to understand that that's part of the process. You're going to be overworked and underpaid for a little bit. But once you get to a certain point in this game, you start to become overpaid and underworked. It happens like that, guys. So continue to grind. That's a principle that you have to be comfortable with. Or you have to be comfortable with being underpaid for a little bit until it all makes sense. You have to be willing to look crazy until it all makes sense, right? So now that you're an executive, what you're doing is you're going above and beyond for your team. Oh, you missed the basics call? Let me get the PowerPoint and let me run you through it just for the hell of it so you understand, so you get this. Let me make sure that you get this, right? Let me walk you through your first trade and make sure that you know how to make money off your phone. Let me make sure that you understand I'm going to the extent of making sure that I'm going above and beyond. Because like I said, people don't care what you know. They want to know that you care. So once they see that you care and you're willing to go that extra mile for them, they're gonna stick around for a little bit. Those are the people that pay their monthly subscription. Those are the people that you get rapid fires for, because now they value what you're bringing to them, right? Now you're an asset to them. Oh, he taught me how to get in my first trade last week. Man, I wouldn't have known how to do that if he didn't get on the phone with me and show me. It makes sense to them. It makes them feel good. Not only makes them feel good, you're adding value, right? So you're not going to stop doing anything that you're doing. You're just going to start adding more value. Now, these are the last few slides that I'm going to go over, and I'm going to be honest. I know I went through a lot of information. You know, the call started at 17. We're down to 14. So whoever is here at the end, I know that you guys really, really, really want to hit your next rank. So this is how you do the three-way call, right? I'm going to run through it real quick. You're going to pique their interest, right? So honestly, if I'm going to be real, their interest should already be piqued before you talk to them, because they should be already watching you on social media. I didn't bring this up, but you should already be posting on social media, Snapchat, Facebook, Instagram, and your content needs to be piquing their interest, okay? Your edification, you getting on the camera and talking about iGenius, right, needs to pique their interest. So by the time you talk to them, their interest already peaked, okay? Now, once you pique their interest, you're going to show them the plan, okay? Now, the 7-minute video, you're going to invite them to the op call. You're going to show them the 24-minute video. You're going to expose them, okay? You're going to expose them. And then this is where the magic happens, guys, right? This is where the magic happens right here. You are going to get them on a 3-way call with your mentor, who is a global executive and up, maybe platinum executive, depending on how they can close, depending on how good they are at closing. So this is what you have to do. Peak interest, show the plan, 3-way call with an expert, with a mentor. Get me on a 3-way. You get Cameron on a 3-way. You get Tyler on a 3-way. You get anybody on a 3-way, and put yourself on mute. Edify and leverage. Back to edify and leverage. Hey, I know you just watched a 7-minute video. I wanted to connect you with my mentor, Scottie. He's actually, one of the top leaders inside of our group, and he's someone that I really work with. He really has the results that we're looking for, that even I'm looking for specifically. So I just want to introduce you guys real quick, and I kind of want to let you guys introduce each other, get to know each other and whatnot. And this is exactly who has the answers for you, bro. Scottie, this is Cam. Simple. Simple. But you have to do the groundwork. Okay. So pretty much you do the groundwork, you set the 3-way calls up, you do PS3, you call your mentor or someone in your upline. And if you tell them, hey, I have 15 people that I want to show the plan to today, no one in their right mind is going to tell you I can't do it. They're going to run 3-way calls with you all day. So get them on an op call and get them on a 3-way call with your mentor. Now, this is another principle that I'm going to close on PS3. You have to leverage until you're the one being leveraged. Okay. So I don't care if you have to run I still run PS3. To be honest, if I can't close somebody, I'll call one of my leaders and I'll be like, yo, you try to close him because maybe his personality matches up with you a little bit. I'll even edify and leverage someone lower ranked than me because I understand the PS3. The PS3 is designed to get you out of the equation and get an expert on the call, right? That's the PS3. So learn how to run the PS3, how to properly invite. These are the 2 skills. Now, if you apply what I taught tonight, trust me, you'll hit your next rank or you'll go to global exec, right? But you have to apply these things. So this is how you properly invite to the webinar, right? I'm not going to run this because this is not an invite training. We did an invite training the other night, but step 1 is you call them, right? Now you have to be in a rush because you're in a high demand. So when you're in a rush, it shows them that you're in high demand. So if I call Kevin and he's not an iGenius and I'm trying to get him exposed to the information, this is how I have to call him. I pick up the phone, and step 1 is I'm in a rush. So Kevin picks up the phone. He goes, hey, Scott, what's going on? Hey, Kevin, what's going on? Listen, I'm in a rush right now. Step 1. And then you go right to step 2. This is the icebreaker. What are you doing at 9 o'clock? What are you doing at 9 o'clock, bro? And they're going to be like, oh, I'm not doing anything, blah, 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 put my kid to bed, whatever, right? Then you're going to go to number 3. Well, number 3 means, yo, bro, listen, I need your opinion on a project. I really typoed this. Need your opinion on a project I'm working on with very, very successful people. And it's with people that are literally making like 6 and 7 figures. And I really want your opinion on what I'm about to launch because I'm about to launch this company. And they're going to be like, now step 3, they're going to start asking you questions like, oh, bro, what is it? What is it? What is it? Blah, blah, blah. And every time they ask you a question, you're going to go back to step 1. Listen, I want to answer your questions, but like I said, I'm in a rush right now. So I have to make sure that you can be there at 9 o'clock, right? All the information is going to be explained at 9 o'clock, right? And they're going to be like, oh, I don't know if I can make it. Well, listen, bro, I only have 2 spots available. I need to make sure that you can be there. And they're going to either flake on you or they're just, if you apply enough pressure, they're going to be like, all right, bro, I'll be there. And you're like, perfect, bro. I'm going to send you the Zoom link right now and I'll see you there and we'll jump on a call after, right? And they're going to get on the webinar. And then after, you're going to get your mentor on a 3-way. You're going to call your mentor first. And after the webinar, you're going to 3-way the person that you showed the plan to. And your mentor is going to close them. Okay? Literally. So that's pretty much what I had, guys, for the training. Take what I learned. I can drop this to you. that's pretty much all I had, guys. Right. So that's pretty much all I had. I know I dropped a lot of gems. Maybe that was a little too much for you. Um, let me think here. Guys, I'm gonna wrap up the call. Da 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 da. Hope you guys got a lot of value out of this. We had 16 individuals on the call. Here's another sheet that listen, I actually got this from the um I got this here, guys. I'm gonna drop this in the chat, in the Reigning Legacy chat. If you're not in the Reigning Legacy chat, hit me. Maybe I'll put you in it. Um, but yeah, guys, I appreciate you being on the training. We went over a lot of very important things. You know, take what we just learned and go apply it, because this is the information that's gonna help you hit your next rank and do it the right way. So, guys, before we get off the training, I want to go edify the training in the IGG chat. I'm sorry, let me read the chat real quick. Thank you, Haley. Screenshot that page. I can help you. Got you. Thank you, Scottie. Link to the chat, please. Hit me, DM me on Telegram. I'll put you in the chat. But yeah, guys, I appreciate you guys. Love you guys. Take what I learned. Take what you learn. Go apply it. And I love you guys. Go gas the training in the chat. Let them know that this training was fire. Let's go drop fire emojis in the chat, right? And let's level up this year. I appreciate you guys, and I'm out of here. Let's get it.